Hey, hello everybody. Happy Sunday afternoon. My name is Dawn Bourgette and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who loves everything stamps, inks, paper, and all the blingy pretty things. Welcome to episode number 247. That means I've been doing this for 4 years and approximately 9 months. Holy cow, time goes by fast when you're having fun. I'm going to go ahead and make sure where I'm supposed to be. Let's see here. It looks like I am. Perfect. Alrighty. I have some fun things for you guys today. Some really super easy cards, which I know a lot of you really like. I love super easy cards that are cute. So that's what we're going to do today. But before we do that, I like to go through some stuff that's happening at Stampin' Up! And at the Chalet. I know sometimes I seem to talk a lot. I'll try to keep this quick. So first of all, if you want to join my newsletter, go ahead and point your camera on your smartphone to the QR code. It will take you right where you need to go. Just add your name, your email address, submit it, you're in. Also, here's my online store. And you can use the QR code here to shop, or if you'd like to get all your things at a discount when you are shopping for things, like I do, go ahead and use this QR code here. But anyway, that's the information. I appreciate when you guys order with me. I also reward you when you do order with me, and I'm always sending a handmade card. And if you reach that $75 mark, I give you gifts in your inbox. But this helps me to continue to do free online classes for you. So I appreciate every order that I do receive, and I thank you so much for being here and for watching. Okie dokie, let's go ahead and dive in really quick. So of course, here's all the places where you can find me online. Two of the most important, well, obviously here on my Facebook page, but also my blog, which is dawnscreativechalet.com. There, after we're done here, you're going to find photos of the projects that we've made today, the replay, and all the items that we use today as well. So that's kind of the go-to, along with YouTube, which is Dawn's Creative Chalet as well. And make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. It will turn black. That will give you all notifications every time I load something over to YouTube. So make sure to find me in those two places. Also, please share me with your friends if you have crafty friends. Make sure to share and let them know that I'm here if you think that they would enjoy my content. And let's see, what else I want to talk to you guys about? A couple more things that are happening here locally. So if you are local to me somewhat in the Leadington, Scottsville, Mason County area or beyond, I've had people who have come from, I don't know, a couple hours away to come here for a class, which I think is pretty cool. So first of all, the things that are going on in August. We have Starbucks Sip and Stamp that will be coming up on the 7th from noon until 2. That's the first Friday of the month. Now, as we get into September, that's going to move a week later. Just an FYI on that, put that on your calendar because we have Labor Day in there. Isn't that crazy? We're talking that already. Like it feels like summer's almost over and it just began. I say that every year around this time in August. But anyway, so that is coming up. And then also in August, we have our creative card class the second Thursday of the month on the 13th of August. And then also into August, we have the Velvet Meadow product class. Now, if you want to take that one with me, please RSVP, RSVP ASAP. My goodness sakes. But no later than the 13th, I need to order that product. As it is, I'm stalking the inventory report, status report on the Velvet Meadow, the designer series paper. Yeah. So I'm waiting for that to come in so I can go ahead and order it. So make sure to RSVP as soon as you can. Also, if you are receiving my emails, I also include a Venmo QR code so you can just pay me directly because I need payment when you RSVP for those product classes. And the other thing that you definitely want to put on your radar and to RSVP ASAP is my September through December catalog kickoff. So it's the holiday stuff, you guys. Oh my gosh. I've been having so much fun playing with product. I think I've assembled I counted about 120 cards in the last week and a half. Not even a week and a half. All swaps. So I'm excited to get those back and share them with all of you and share them with my customers and my classroom. That's going to be a lot of fun. I love, it gets tedious to make the cards and you're making the same card over and over and over. But the reward is when I get the mail and I open up all these cards. It's so much fun. It's like I'm a kid in a candy store with them. So the beginning of it is kind of rough, but the reward is sweet. All right. Also with August, we have a new product of the month. The Glow of Harvest 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. It doesn't have gold in it, but it has I think they call it like a pearlized, how do they explain this? Like a pearlized finish to it. So it sounds very snazzy and posh. So if you guys are wanting to grab this, I think it's available as of Tuesday, which is the 4th. Hey, Evelyn, happy Sunday afternoon to you. It's good to see you. Thank you for popping on. I'm also going to see you Thursday, aren't I? Anyway, check this out, you guys. I know that my printer is kind of and it doesn't really give it the full woo, but I'm excited to get this for sure. I'm waiting to place my order. I cannot wait till the 4th so I can put this into my cart. Just to mention, to qualify for the product of the month, you need to have a $75 minimum order before shipping and tax and after any Stampin' Rewards that you use. Then you're able to get it. You can only grab one of each of them, but anyway, that's beyond that. The system will let you know whether you're able to grab it or not, but you can only grab one. So if you love it, make sure you make the cards that you love, or to the people that you love the most, right? But definitely cut it up because it doesn't do any good sitting on a shelf. Also, speaking of paper, we have on Tuesday, the 4th, a paper sale. Woohoo! Right? We all love paper. We hoard the paper. I know I do. I'm guilty of it, but I also love to cut it and make pretty things with it to share with other people to make them smile. Anyway, so on select Designer Series paper, let's see here, two-tone cardstock and regular cardstock, going to be 15% off. And it's while supplies last. And it looks like I'm seeing right here the paper that I'm looking for in stocking, which is the flowering meadows or whatever it's called. The fuzzy paper, that's what I call it. It's called fuzzy paper. But anyway, so it's going to start to be on sale as of August the 4th through the 31st, and while supplies last. So make sure to grab what you want. And just an FYI, the catalog that is out right now ends, it expires the end of August, which is when the paper sale ends. So yes, if there is something that you really like and it is on sale, grab it up, you guys, because you just, you hate to cut into some of that stuff, but I know it's, you need to. But then you can have more to justify cutting into the pack. You know what I mean? An extra pack. Anyway, when you reach that $75 mark and you're able to purchase the product of the month, I've neglected to say for $5. So you are purchasing that product of the month when you qualify for it, but it's only $5. Also, when you reach the $75 mark, you're going to receive a new tutorial for August from me, yours truly, right into your inbox. Now, sometimes it takes me up to 24 hours because you are ordering from me and then I'm sending this to you directly. But this is a great tutorial. It's featuring the Violet Dreams. I should not have put that in an envelope so soon, but I like to protect everything I make because I do silly things like this, right, Evelyn? This, oh boy. Anyway, so that's what I try to avoid, is when you drop things accidentally into an ink pad. Anyway, the things I do. But so the tutorial is 16 cards. It will have color photos, all the measurements, and even a video tutorial for every single card for all 16. So you might want to make sure you qualify for that. That's with the $75 minimum order. And if you do order the Silly Old Bear, the complete collection of it, then I will also send you this tutorial as well. And it has 10 cards to kickstart your creativity with that sweet collection. You're funny, Evelyn. Also, August, Paper Pumpkin. So we have a few more days up until the 10th of this month if you have not already been receiving Paper Pumpkin to sign up for it if you would like to get the August kit. And this is called Kindred Greetings. It looks really pretty with lacy things, which is right up my alley. Look at that. I matched the card. Anyway, so make sure to ask me about it if you have any questions. Also, if you already are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can go ahead and grab up if you haven't already. I know they're while supplies last, and I haven't checked to see if they're still available, but that's the item number 4. This set of add-on dies that coordinate with the July, August, and September kits for Paper Pumpkin. Kind of cool. Alrighty. Also, just to remind you guys, of course, hey Kathy, happy Sunday crafternoon to you. It's good to see you. Also, July online exclusives. Pretty soon we're going to have September coming out. Isn't this nuts? So this here has a lot of holiday stuff in it, including Halloween, Christmas, all those things. And then we also have some great September stuff coming out as well. And along with September having new online exclusives, we also have a new catalog coming out. Oh my gosh. That's all I got to say about that. You guys, it's so good. It's so good. They just keep hitting the nail on the head. If you haven't done so already, want to check it out, or if your curiosity, is, we have a new hot foil system. It is pretty fun. We have a lot of stamp sets and dies that coordinate with the hot foil plates. So make sure to check that out online. If you have any questions, reach out to me. And just when you didn't think it was going to get any better, we have a new set of stuff coming out that I believe will be available September 4th. I think we have pre-order as demonstrators as far as this stuff goes that's in here. So I am super excited. I already have a list made out on a couple things I just can't wait to get, because we're getting more colors of foil, like copper and green and what was the other one? Because we already have silver gold, pearlized or holographic color. I don't know. It's really cool. But anyway, yeah, definitely not going to want to skip out. And if you guys, well, no, I can't say that because you haven't seen the catalog yet. Erase that thought. Anyway, so right now we have this beautiful catalog that is available until the end of August. So if you would like to order some items in here, make sure to grab them up sooner than later if they're available. If you have any questions about products that aren't available right now and wanting to know if and when they're coming back, go ahead and reach out to me and I can help you with that. I've been trying to watch the inventory on things as they're coming and going. So anyway, enough of that. Okay, you guys ready to get going and get doing some stamping? Also, just to mention that if you're looking or wanting to know as far as what we've used and all that good stuff today, forgive me for a second. I need to put something aside before it falls over. There we go. I do a recipe card every week. It'll be up above once you're done watching in the paragraph that you see there, or it'll be down at the very bottom on YouTube in the description. Then also 2 places on my blog where you can go ahead, click on the link and download this. This is just page 1. But anyway, there's also a list of products that I've used. I just don't want to print it all out because I don't need it for myself. I already know. Anyway, it will be titled Simply Leaves Bundle for August the 2nd of 2026. So anyway, all the good stuff. So I try to cover all the bases and make things really easy for you guys as far as shopping, clickable, all that fun stuff. Okay, whew, I got through that pretty fast, didn't I? For a change. So what are we using again? Yes, Simply Leaves. I'm going to show you the bundle right now. I love this because it has a punch that goes with it as a bundle. And also with a punch, it makes the bundle a little bit more economical. But I also love the fact that it's the simplicity of the stamp set and the sentiments as well. And they're just a pretty font, isn't it? It's just kind of fun. So today I thought, you know, at first I'm going to be honest with you guys. What I was thinking about doing is unboxing, because I still have my box from my pre-order sitting on the floor. It's organized by sweets and all that stuff. And I was almost going to do that today because I've been so wrapped up in making swaps. I almost forgot about making something for today. It's almost like, you know, you got to prep for a class every single week. So I was like, oh, dang. And then I thought, you know, I don't think I've used this yet with all of you. So I thought, why not? Let's see what we can come up with. So anyway, this is what we're working with today. Also, stylish shapes. This is my absolute go-to, you guys. And I'm going to tell you something because I'm a little worried. I mean, maybe I don't have anything to worry about. But these, I don't know if you guys noticed, but they are not in our catalog anymore. In the May through August catalog, stylish shapes is not there. Now it's still in our online store. But a lot of people, if they don't see it, they don't know, right? Unless you're really stalking the online store. But anyway, so they're still there in the online store, but they're not in the catalog. I'm like, uh-oh, is that like a heads up? Because they can't get rid of these, I will cry. Like, I think almost every single card I'm using these. Also today, I've also used the Textured Tree Ring 3D embossing folder. This baby is big. Now, I know my hands aren't that big, but look at this. Look at the size of that. It's humongous. But anyway, so I've used this today. Now, I've done a lot of stamping, punching already, honestly, because I don't know. I'm just trying to keep these a little shorter for you guys if I can. But you know me, I get da-da-da-da-da, and it is what it is. That's just me. Now, the other thing I wanted to share with you guys that I think I might use, I think that these turned out really cool. Where did let me show you something here. So, of course, I'm going to need the stamps. Do you guys ever collect stuff and just kind of keep it with your stamps? Let me see. Bring these out. All right. So, first of all, don't let me forget, but I do have some other cards to show you guys that I had made with this that I decided not to make with you all, but other samples. But anyway, I did stamp on one of my samples with, or stamp right on designer series paper and then punched it out, which I think is really cool. And then, of course, this is the stamp set itself. Here's more of the designer series paper that I stamped on, which I think is really pretty. Whoops. Also, by the way, this makes a great ornament. I know that looks kind of goofy, but there we go. That's better. That's the side I meant to show. Anyway, it's a leaf, but it can also be an ornament, right? So keep that in mind when you're creating, looking for outside the box things. Also, I'm just going to show you something. Now, don't take this, you know, literal. I'm just grabbing all of my odds and ends that I've stashed into my stamp folder. But, I mean, obviously it doesn't look real pretty, but it could be made into a flower, sunflower or something like that. So I love sets where you can just think outside the box. I almost was going to do that on a card, and then I decided, no, I went a totally different direction. Now, these here, I think, look really cool. So, I don't know, I might use them on a card. You guys will have to vote and let me know. Hey, Marie, happy Sunday Crafternoon. It's good to see you. But I thought these turned out really cool. And I just want to show you really quick how I did this. I love the look of it being a little rustic, I guess, and watercolor-ish. So I took, and we might do this on a card. I took our watercolor paper and a water painter, aqua brush, whatever you want to call this thing. I'm old school, so yeah, that shows. But I took a full piece on each of these. I used Cajun Craze, pumpkin pie, and crushed curry. I had to think of it there. Ooh, it's a quiz. But anyway, so I actually, one thing that I've found and I've learned a lot about, and I'm not a very good watercolorer. Is that a word? A colorer? But the best thing to do when you're working with watercolor paper is to make sure it's wet first. So make sure you add water to your watercolor paper before you do anything with it. If you try to basically like dry brush it, it's going to look bad. I'm just going to say it's not going to look right. I've learned a lot with adding water before I proceed to add color because it gives a totally different look. It's like a whole new animal. And then you'll love watercoloring. Just add a little first and then add extra if you need to. But anyway, so these hold just water. I just use tap water, and I went ahead and I applied water all over my paper, and then I used ink refills. Hey, Nancy, hello. Happy Sunday crafternoon. And I went ahead and just put a couple drops on a block because it cleans right up. It doesn't stain, doesn't do anything to it other than my blocks are just yucky because I've had them for years. But anyway, so I use a little bit of ink refill, dab it in, and I just let the color just flow through the paper. As you can see, it's really rough, but I love that. I actually really dig that. I love to use the edges of these. As you can probably see, for instance, like on this one, kind of, or this one. Isn't that neat? I think it's really cool. But anyway, and then you can go ahead and I splattered water on it. So I also used my heat tool, made sure it was dry. Then I took my fingers into a little bowl of water that I had and flicked it all over it once it was dry. And then I set it with my heat tool. And then I also found this little specked stamp. I think this was in, oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of the set. Shoot, I'll have to look it up. But anyway, it just had these little dots. I wanted it to be more grungy, but I really couldn't find something that is in my current stash that was. So anyway, I just used these little dots and just randomly stamped once or inked it once and stamped twice. So I had first and second generation on them. And I just thought it came out kind of cool and kind of fun to play with, right? I love to do this and then have this on hand to just, I don't know, monkey around with because it's already done that way. I figure if I'm going to make a mess, why not just make it once with several colors? I know, Kathy, you got to try it. I think it's kind of addicting, but if I make a mess, I want to make a mess all at once and then clean it up and then have this ready to go. So anyway, I thought that we would possibly make a card that I have on hand, and instead of using these that I've already punched out for each card, that will make it maybe with these, and then you guys can vote and see which one you like better. How's that? You guys get to vote today. So get those fingers limber and ready, because it's going to be an interactive day. I don't want to just be talking to myself. I want to make sure you guys are listening in as well. And also, you know, conversing with me. I like when you guys converse with me. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to make sure that this thing isn't crooked. Like last week or something it was, and it was driving me bananas. Okay, let's see if we got that right. All right, so let's go ahead. Card number 1. I got all my bits and pieces here. And this is where that embossing folder came in, which I can't remember the name of it already. Textured tree ring. Excuse me, tickle in my throat. So I just think it's kind of cool. So all 4 cards that we're going to do today, I'm going to try to get through them really fast. But all 4 have the same measurements. All 4 use Cajun Craze. Cut it 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. All inside pieces are the same, 4 by 5 1/4. And by the way, this is basic beige, okay? As is this. I use the stitched shapes, the square on the front of this one. We're also using the circle in that set as well on a couple. And then from there, let's see here. Oh, the Secret C, that's not black. That is Secret C. This is cut at 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. And then the basic beige piece, is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So again, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2 is our card base. Secret C, 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. And then basic beige, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And then from there, we're just tweaking up the cards. So those 3 measurements are on all 4 cards. So we're trying to kind of mainstream it, I guess, if you want to call it that. Also, I took a blend, Stampin' Blends. This is Secret C, and I believe dark. Yep. And I like to speckle by getting some aggression out, and I like to use this to, in fact, we're going to add a little bit more, but you'll see there's some specks there. That was done on purpose. That wasn't a mistake. So if you're wondering, oh, she goobered on it. No, that was on purpose. But I just think it looks kind of naked. So we go ahead and tap, 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 and you can add just a little bit of color that way, okay? Just another way to use your blends. Kind of fun, and add a little bit of color. I get weird about white space or something. I don't know. I'm just weird. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and assemble the card. I need my seal here. We're going to go ahead and put, whoops, oh my goodness, getting wild on the craft table. There we go. Like so. And then these 2 pieces will layer together. Just like that. I think both sides of that is actually very cool. Isn't that neat? Love it. Those 3D embossing folders that we have are a lot of fun. I love the texture that they give because I'm really a texture girl. I love texture on my cards. And then we're going to go ahead and, whoops, add it to the front of the card. Now, what you could also do if you wanted to is take the stamp, you know, the leaf stamp or whatever, and stamp along the edge. Give it a little extra pop if you wanted to. Again, I was just trying to streamline and make these kind of simple-ish. Okay, so I think this is the 3rd or the 2nd largest, I should say, or the, yeah, 2nd largest, I believe, in the squares and the stylish shapes. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my Secret C. I'm using it instead of black, because it almost looks black. And I need, whoops, see, I need the sentiment here. A little something, which is, I should have had these out already, huh? Sorry about that. And grab my block. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I do use photopolymers, and sometimes when you take them from their little home, they get a little wonky, you know, because they're photopolymer and you can bend them and that kind of thing when you stamp. But I like to let it give a couple seconds to go back to its shape before I go ahead and pop it on the block. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever really shared that or not. Just a little tip. And then it's tight, but it fits right at the bottom. Perfection. I love when things work out when you guys are watching me. That's such a good thing. Okay, and let's see. I'm thinking, let's go ahead. I feel saucy. So we're gonna come back to the card base. I'm going to add this with some dimensionals. Whoops. And peel those off. Let's stick this right about here. Now on this one, for the embellishments, that's the word I was looking for. The other E word, I used, I think it was the 2025, 2027, no. The other ink colors that are retiring after this year. Anyway, we have a set of the little dots, and I used those because I used the Secret C, and this is supposed to be a Secret C color. However, so I'm going to scrap this for now. You guys tell me what you like better. We're going to use this guy. Anyway, I ended up grabbing to add to these because I wasn't sure if I really liked those. They're not bad. I just wasn't sure if I really was digging them. I grabbed the think. Where'd they go? Uh-oh. I'm losing things already, and I just started. Oh my goodness. They will appear because I know they're on my table somewhere. Where's the end of this? So I tied a double bow ahead of time. Whoops. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to look for those. And in the meantime, tell me which one that you guys like better. Which one? This one or this one? Okay. Ah, no, I did not find them. Oh my gosh. So this is what I used on the originals. The 2025-2027 in color flat pearls. I'm not even sure if they're still available. I didn't even check. I was just kind of looking for a color that would match up. Because, you know, I know you guys also have things that you keep in your stash, and I am seriously at a loss. Well, isn't that crazy? Huh, okay. Well, we'll add those later then, unless they pop up somewhere. You do like the first one. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and do card number 2. Like I said, maybe those embellishments will pop up somewhere along the line. All right. Again, the same measurements. We're just going to dress it up a little differently on the top. Now this one I did not run through the embossing folder. I left it without texture. That's cool, you guys. I love that you let me know what you like. I'm kind of surprised, honestly, but I love it. Okay. Oh, I know what I forgot. You know, I think I'm always prepared and then I forget something along the way. Let me grab a scrap piece of white. In fact, I might have something here. Do you guys do this? Keep all your scraps in with your package of paper? I find it's the best way to keep everything together in some kind of a home. Okay, so again, I need to grab my seal. And before I attach this, we're going to do a little bit of fleck on it. And again, my gosh, I am seriously losing everything today. All right, we'll just grab another. Oh my goodness. All right, that looks good. Can you guys see that on the camera? With a different paper. Oh, there you go, Kathy. Yeah, that would be awesome. All right, so what I'm going to do with this one, we're going to grab, actually I should have probably have done this before I connected it to the Secret C, but I don't think it's going to matter. No one's going to see it but you and I. And I'm going to take Cajun Craze. And we are going to stamp one of the leaves. So I'm going to put it right about there. So it's running off the paper. And I better clean this off because I'm wearing white. That could be a very bad thing. I'm not sure if Cajun Craze would come out of a white shirt. What do you guys think? All right. And I'm going to put that there. Yesterday, because, you know, photopolymer stamps are clear, which is good and not so good sometimes. And I lost a stamp. I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, no. Okay, so let's see here. So I have this and that kind of ish. Or we could go, let me see here. This and that. I don't know. Or go this route. Ooh, that's kind of pretty, you guys. I don't know. Should we do it? I don't know. Let's see. I have one more set I can play with, it looks like. Unless I punch more. I don't know what you guys think. Which one? Let's do the original, or should we do it with some of the watercolor? Oops, and I also have to stamp yet. Oh my goodness. So I need Thinking of You Often, which is this guy right here. Whoops. I keep bumping the the placemat with my sleeve. All right. Let's see. Ink that up. And I'm not even really measuring in advance. I just take these strips when I cut off my 4 by 5 1/4 pieces. Mix them up, she says. Ooh, I like that. You are sassy today, Nancy. Okay, let's do that. Let's mix them up. Why not, right? It's a card. And no matter what, it'll be pretty. Okay, so I'm going to trim this on my paper trimmer. Whoops. Ta-da! Just like that. And let's go ahead and start attaching bits and pieces. Whoops. Oh my gosh. Crazy lady with the glue. See what we can come up with here. All right. So let's see. We'll do maybe one of these and one of these and maybe, oh, those are the same pattern. Well, okay. Like that. No, I don't know. What do you guys think? Or we could go this route and maybe like that. Whoops. I don't know. I'm torn. That's kind of pretty though. It's different. Let's go for it. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and stick it on with, let's see here. No, I think I'm going to, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just playing. You know, it's not rocket science, right? It's card making. All right, and maybe like so. And I'm going to put this one on with some dimensionals. What they say is some of the best cards are happy accidents or something like that. You like it like this? Sweet. I think I do too. It's kind of fun. And then we're going to put this down here like so. And I'm going to put that flat to the card. I know, shocking. No dimensionals on that. I think it would distract from the leaves. There we go. And then we have our double tied bow with linen thread. And let's see here. Whoops. Oh my gosh. There we go. And that's card number 2. I don't know, which one do you guys like? I kind of like them both. They're both kind of fun. Okay, and like I said, I don't know where my embellishments ran off to. They're probably buried, and as soon as I clean up, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's where they went. That drives me crazy every time I do that while I'm live with you guys. Okay, card number 3. We're cruising right along. So this one, once again, same measurements. And I used the textured tree ring. I had to look. Still trying to remember the names of some of this stuff. And the stylish shapes, the 2 different circles. So let's see. I've already done some flecking on it. Is that what they call that? Flecking? Is that the technical term? Ooh, that's acting a little funky on there. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Love that texture. Oh, it's so much fun. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. Oh my gosh. Why am I having an issue today? My word. Okay. You know what? Seal is misbehaving. We're going to the glue, the liquid glue. All right, there we go. And then for my circle, what should we do? What do I got left here? Ooh, that may be kind of pretty. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna use this little guy here. But I don't want him too intense because I also want to stamp the sentiment on there. So, I know I'm really weird, but I have a smaller piece that I use on top of my grid paper. I try to keep my grid paper as pretty as possible for you guys. It can get pretty grungy off camera, but you know. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and use crushed curry. Ink it up, stamp it off, and like so. Perfect. And then my secret C. I'm gonna wipe this off before I get it crushed curry on me. That would not be good. And come back in and get my thanks. All right. Go ahead, ink that up. Just like so. Perfect. Okay, let's see here. Bring this back in. Now, I don't know. What do you guys think? This with that? Or should we mix it up again? Maybe, let me see here. That with that and that. Oh, I kind of like that. Let's do that. Shall we? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my dimensionals. It's getting cloudy outside my window again. I did not think that we were supposed to get rain today, but it doesn't look real healthy out there. Okay, and then, whoops. I think we'll put those together like so. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of adhesive or liquid glue. Where did it go? Oh my gosh. You know, when I create, I must have like ADD because I lose stuff on my table like crazy all the time. There we go. And then I'm going to take my dimensionals. And I think I don't think I did this on the other card, on the sample, but we're gonna pop it up even more. That's kind of pretty. And then being that we put this circle on dimensionals, I wanna make sure that I put something underneath here so it is level with the other circle. Does that make sense? Am I explaining that right? So I kind of want to eyeball where we're gonna put it. So I think I want it down here. And actually I'm going to overlap it like I did this one here. I'm going to put it right about there. I'm still looking for those sequins, because they're the sequins that are used for the Sunset Coast suite, I think it's called. Because I think they have like a, almost looks like a not crushed curry, Cajun craze color. And I thought, oh my gosh, now I got sticky stuff on my nails. Oops, gotta put the inside in. Anyway, I thought that that might work out really well too. And they're a little bit blingier than those other ones. So these are going to be naked for now because I can't find them, but that's okay. You like the circles? It's kind of different, isn't it? I think. And do you guys like the mix-up? Or do you like the original? You guys seem to like those circles. That's cool. That's very cool. But how fun, right? I mean, using, again, the same cut, but just dressing it up differently. So we have one more. This one is my favorite. What do you guys think? I love it. This one makes me really happy. Okay, so once again, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to put this little guy in his place. Oops, there we go. Just like that. And set this aside for a minute so I can lose it. And we're going to go ahead and adhere these two together. Oops. And again, whoa, I'm throwing my adhesive on the table. Holy cow. And again, we're going to do a little bit of flecking. Ooh, that came out very nice. I like it a lot. And let's grab, let's see here, these little guys. So we could do like 1 and 2 and 3. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts. Or should we do the original or mix them up? But in the meantime, before I glue anything down, I'm going to do the sentiment on the bottom. So I make sure I have enough room for that we can arrange the leaves accordingly. Let's see here. I'm grateful for your kindness. And I am. I'm grateful for all of you being here. Okay. So again, secret C. So I'm keeping all the colors consistent. Nancy says, mix them up. I love it. I love that you're willing to take a chance. Okay, so I'm going to try to position this in the middle. I just eyeball it and I hold my breath. And it turned out really well. Yay. All right. So being that I do have these, now I want to make even more leaves and play even more with the same measurements again. And yeah, so it can be a lot of fun, very addicting. So if you guys do try the whole watercolor thing, you know, don't be afraid to like really mix and match. Maybe even use some oh my gosh, I want to say rich raspberry, but that is definitely a retired color. What am I thinking of? Blackberry Bliss. That would be really pretty too, wouldn't it? I don't know. What do you guys think about that? That look kind of cool? Or, well, let's see here. There's this one. If we really want to kind of, I don't know, mix it up. You know, the other thing I've seen with this, goldfish. A little fin on them, a little eyeball. Oh, and well, I'm not going to say anything. I have other samples to show you guys, so I don't want to let all the cats out of the bag, right? But I kind of like that. What do you guys think of that? Kind of mixing and matching. See, I have totally different cards than what I thought I was going to have today. That's not a bad thing. I'm going to go ahead and pop these up with a dimensional surprise. Maybe, if I can find them. They have run away as well. So we're going to do a new sheet of dimensionals because the other ones are buried. Because I keep throwing things around on my table. Okay, let's see here. We're going to put this one this way. Kind of kitty wampus-ish. And that way. Yeah. Okay, we're committed. And then my double bow. I've been loving making the double bows with my linen thread. And I love the fact that linen thread is not bulky. So it's a little easier to still dress up and send them in the mail. There we go. And then bring my card base back in. And you know what? I think with this one, we're going to pop it up. This one, I did not do that. But we are going to on this one. Why not? Okay. And put it on there like so. Okay, so that's our last card. And I still, oh my goodness, can't find it. Anyway, we're going to bring back our cards. Oh, isn't it? Yeah, I know, right, Kathy? I really like the watercolor leaves. And then, like, on some of these, maybe I used it on one of the cards. I actually stamped, which I think this would be cool to do it on the paper. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but remember that little leaf I used on the circles, on the circle card? That's that little leaf here. And I was almost going to stamp this randomly on the paper because I thought, oh, that would look really cool too. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to commit. So I just did it for one. But I was like, I really like this. I don't know, the print on it is kind of cool. Okay, let's bring them back in. So I figured, you know, with August, we're starting to think fall. I know, boo, boo, hiss, hiss. But I thought that this was just a really fun set to play with you guys. And I hope that you, let's see if we can get it to fit into the screen here. I hope that you will try it. And if you don't already have this set, it might be one that you might want to grab up. Now, I do have some samples, so don't go anywhere yet. So I was making some other things. I believe I've seen this on our website. So I always like to get inspiration on our website in the online store, because even though you might be shopping there, if you go further down on the left side of the product, they usually have, I say they, Stampin' Up! And the, what do they call that department, where they are in charge of making the cards with the products so that you get a visual, right? So then all of a sudden you're inspired. You're like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. Thanks, Marie. But anyway, I made this in advance. I think that this was on the website. This one was kind of ish as well. And I'm trying to think of her name. Mary. And I seen her card. I was totally inspired, so I wanted to recreate it. And then there's this card here that I used designer series paper. There's also a card that I have in the other room that Kathy, who's watching, made me, and she used this set using designer series paper. And then here I used it as trees. So leaf trees, right? So outside the box. And again, I also seen fish, and someone made a card making them into little fish, like, you know, the crackers. What are those things called? They're shaped like fishes. Fish crackers? I don't know. You guys know what I mean, though. Goldfish. That's what it is. Oh, my goodness sakes. You never know what you're going to get when you guys watch me live. Seriously. But anyway, whoops, and that would have been better if I would have showed it to you right side up. That's always better. But yeah, I just think it's a fun set. Now, the smaller leaves that are in the set, the punch only is for the larger leaf, but they're pretty, and I know I say this because I myself do not like to fussy cut, but it is an easy shape to fussy cut as far as that goes. I think, oh look, I found my other dimensionals. There is just, oh, actually there's two. There's this one and this one. So yeah, anyway, I hope that you guys like my project today. And I'm thinking, let's take a quick vote before you guys go. Is there anybody who's here who is interested in an unboxing later tonight? By later, I mean like 8:30 tonight, Eastern time. Because I was going to do an unboxing on the things that I have purchased from the new catalog and online exclusives. But then I thought, you know what, I feel like I don't know, like I'm ripping you off or something when I don't have an actual project unless I tell you further in advance about an unboxing. Because I know it ends up being a longer video sometimes with some of the stuff. And I hate to keep you guys too long, so breaking it up kind of a thing. But I was thinking 8:30 p.m. Eastern time right here tonight for an unboxing of product. So you can see some of the new bundles, some of the new designer series papers, and I even have some things I've stamped up already because I've been doing so many swap cards. But set your alarm on your phone if you guys know how to do that, and have a reminder so it goes beep, beep, beep at you for 8:30. Oh, no problem. No problem. So yeah, I'll be here tonight. And of course, it's you can always watch the replay if you're interested or any of that good stuff. And I'll also post it on YouTube and on my blog. So, anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here today. And I will see you next week with I'm not sure what. I'll surprise you again. All right. I like surprises. Okay, you guys have a great day and a great week. Bye-bye.